Hollywood and it's evident. I am just a Magic fan. Old Town, I'ma represent. Taking charge, go commando. Now we living in Miami, but you know I rep Orlando. Oak Ridge, yeah, it lives in me. Walking down the road, passing by OBT. 407 every day, it stay on repeat. Blue in my blood, ain't no stopping me. Y'all already know, it's your man Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan. As y'all could tell, I'm not in the best mood. The NBA All-Star Game has officially been announced to have some changes, and we're gonna dive in. We're gonna dive in. First off, I'm gonna say this. You know what? I can't. We going back because you know what? It's time to talk about it. Y'all know when we start off any Fannattics show live, I welcome y'all. My name is Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan. Today I'm a little flustered, but we gotta always clap the clipboard and action. All-Star Game has been changed. Adam Silver. What the? There's no explanation, bro. This is facts. This is facts. There's no explanation. It died when y'all stopped making blue and red jerseys. Y'all tried to bring it back last year, but then y'all made it unavailable to the public, really, or you taxed the crap out of these jerseys. There is no way that the NBA All-Star culture has died the way it has in the way it's been announced. A 4-team, you know what? I get it. This is my initial reaction. I get it. I might be overreacting. I get it. Eventually, it may work. It may not. Who knows? I prefer an all-star game in any league, bro. The Pro Bowl tried to do this. They stopped doing a Pro Bowl game. Now they just do games. Like, what is going on with all-star games throughout all of sports? Have y'all not seen the baseball all-star games? Have y'all not seen the home run derbies? Have y'all not seen those events? The baseball MLB truly knows what to do for an all-star game. NBA, what has happened to All-Star Weekend? All-Star Weekend is now an amazing feat with these three-point contests with like Sabrina and Steph to lead up to a game. The dunk contest is getting all right. They going back and forth, but they need to bring back more creative dunks, even if it's simple dunks. For example, when they blew a candle off a double dunk, like I think it was double rimmed or two rims side by side, or there was a cupcake on the rim, and he blew the cupcake, like he blew the candle on the cupcake as he dunked. Stuff like that, bro. Even if it's not the most whoa, at least it's creative. The fact that the NBA All-Star Game has now been taken over by these new ideas and these new practices. Why don't we do this in the preseason? Why don't we do this during Christmas break? Why don't we do this, like, give the players a time to, like, why do it during the All-Star Game when people are paying hundreds of dollars to go to these games. And I am talking about hundreds. I'm not talking about like, oh, a couple 100, 200 bucks. No, you're looking at 500, $700 if it's in LA, if it's in New York, if it's in Miami, if it's in a lit spot, they're gonna be taxing. It's that NBA All-Star game. You might even be looking in the thousands. It's like a WrestleMania. All of these stars, the LeBrons, the KDs, now it has gone down because of, unfortunately, in the NBA there is a lack of superstars. All of our old superstars, that aura is now, father time is catching up. We have a whole bunch of youngins just miscrediting and discrediting them for all of the great accomplishments that they did. For example, when I was a kid, which wasn't that long ago, but people 2-3 years later seem to forget what the impact of like a Chino Hills with Lonzo, right? They be saying Lonzo's trash, but do y'all not remember that impact that LaMelo, Jello, and Lonzo had? Zion Williamson. I would never talk down on Zion Williamson because I don't care how big he is in the NBA. I don't care how much he does in the NBA. He's one of those dudes that your parents have somebody from their neighborhood that they were like, nah, bro, he was jumping out the gym. That was all of our neighborhood kid. That was the first real, like, viral, yo, bro, you're slamming out the gym, getting, like, I get it. LeBron had those scouts. I get it. Like, all of those people, like, they had scouts and they had ESPN covering and stuff. But I'm talking about the social media buzz of a Zion Williamson really projected him from down here of being, having, he showed and paved the way for now kids to really say, you know what, I can really brand myself, because that's what he did for the first time, I genuinely believe. And of course, I haven't fact checked it. I'm just talking about my experience living it. All of the high school athletes we saw were local, were either from New York, maybe LA. He was the first guy out of nowhere, boom, where it was just everywhere. ESPN, Sports Center, House of Highlights, The Score, Bleacher Report, any sports outlet that you had that type of boom, right? But during that time in the NBA, Christmas, those games had the most insane jerseys, the most insane shoes, the most insane vibe, the most insane shirts for the crowd. The court was different. I remember, I think they had a Santa hat or Christmas lights in LA one time around the logo. Bro, like, or maybe it's just Mandela effect and I saw the photo. I'm telling you, like, I miss that type of vibe. And it's not just in the NBA. I think it's a worldwide thing because now it's just very corporate and they're trying to get as corporate as possible, which is cool. It's a business and you want to make as much money to be able to progress the business, even though it's just a sport, right? At the end of the day, man, they're trying, I think, they're going down a route where it's like, we're going to business. Let's get back into the game. Like, let's get back into loving the fans. Like, this 4 team, whatever, I don't know what aspect of this is for the fans. In terms of, why can't I see LeBron and Curry team up? Why can't I see who's in the East? And you know what? Because this is a Magic channel, so we have to talk about it. Injuries too. I wish they would do something where somebody like a Paulo Banchero, somebody like a Franz Wagner, they deserve some recognition for the stuff that they did this season. Maybe not Paulo. Okay, cool, because it was the beginning. The trajectory that we were on, Paulo was going to be an all-star, and then when Paulo went down for Franz to do what he's done, Franz was going to be an all-star, and the fact that now he's probably out for the season, it's sad. It's sad that he's not going to get any recognition at all. But on the lighter note, if there was any All-Star game to not get recognition, I think this one's it. 4 teams, like, go back to the East and West. I don't care if it's a 200 to 100 blowout. Make the games harder. Make it like the World Series, or like baseball, where I don't know if they still do it, but I remember as a kid they at least did it once, and I was like, nah, that's crazy. All-Star game winner gets home court in the finals. I bet them boys is gonna try. Even if they team ain't going to the finals, it's their push to be. And imagine how smart it is to that you spread a fandom where now if a Jason Tatum doesn't make it to the NBA finals, but he goes crazy in the All-Star game and he wins it for the East, right? Let's say they get upset in the Eastern Conference Finals by yours truly in the Magic, right? Magic are in the finals, Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. You don't think some Magic fans or you don't think some Celtics fans are gonna be like, yo, you remember that boy hooping in the like it's his reason in low key we got home court, bro. Appreciate you, dog. It's a fandom that even as a rival, it's like I can respect you enough to be like, man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'll buy you a beer when you come to Orlando, you know? Like it spreads and maybe that's the superstarness. Maybe that's how you bring back the superstar, that aura that we don't have RIP, but we don't have Kobe's anymore, bro. We only have LeBron. Like KD got that, but KD's really chill, and KD don't really be in that like that. Before, where he was really trying to get his name out there, you know, doing like Thunderstruck and stuff like that. That's where you would see, wow, okay, like a business KD, like okay, like you trying to promote yourself. Now KD don't care. He got his bread. He chilling, bro. He's just hooping, you know. And I think with the LeBron's the really only super. Even a Curry. Curry's a superstar because of the historic things that he's done in this league and what he's done for 3-point shooting in terms of basketball in the NBA. But at the end of the day, he like nowadays, yes, I'll put Curry in there. I'll put Curry in there. I can't argue that Curry's not a superstar. So I'll put those three. But I'm not gonna put him in the same narrative. Even now with all of the stuff, maybe the USA game, maybe put him in the room right up at the velvet ropes. But he ain't Kobe yet. You know, like I remember vividly at Foot Locker as a kid during my childhood, it was LeBron, Kobe, KD, and that was like the trifecta of sneakers. That was trifecta of the NBA. That was the top three in anybody's list. There was no change in it. There was no, maybe it was rearranged. You had some crazy heads that would have KD number one, but a lot of people had that LeBron, Kobe conversation during that time, and KD was that waiting at the velvet ropes. You know what I'm saying? So I just Curry's historic. Curry's done a lot. I feel that, but it's just I think the NBA culture is so down that if it was up, Curry would be in the club. But since it's not up, like the shoes ain't that hot, the jersey's not selling like that. Bring back like this jersey, bro. This is a replica. This is a replica that they sold. I think at the time it was like I think this was one of the ones that was either this one had to be like 85 or 9. I think it was since it was an All-Star jersey, it had to be like 100. Cause I remember I went to the Adidas store. I have this one in red, the KD one, bro. I was a big OKC KD fan as a kid. I loved that OKC squad. As a kid, seeing them, oh man, it was so lit. Especially as a Magic fan when the Magic were so bad. Only it was the team that you. Of course, I had the Celtics in my mind, but of course you rooted for such an amazing squad in that KD Russ Harden tandem. I remember that D Fish. Oh, that era was insane. But the All-Star jerseys, I remember I got it for 50% off, and I think my grandma paid like $56 or something. And at the time, I was like, whoa. Or I think like 30. I don't even remember, to be honest. It might have been like 75% off. It was like definitely on sale. This one I just recently got this year, like not even 2 months ago, 3 months ago. But to keep a long story short, jerseys are not like they're not being prioritized anymore. And I truly believe that to start a league, to start an NBA game, to start a NBA fandom like we had in the past, we have to revert back to those things. Take care of the fans. Make more stadium giveaways. Make more jersey giveaways. Make like the Lakers, I get it. They're the Lakers though. Like they don't need it and they still do it. Y'all, like we need to start. I'm not saying the Orlando Magic in specific because we do a pretty good job, and I mean, on stadium giveaways, like we're doing better now. But I think we need to get back to that. Man, give everybody a foam finger, you know, a towel as they come inside. Let's give them a shirt because it's Christmas time. A free ornament. Who knows? Like, spread the fandom. And I think with merch, I think with commercials, I think with stuff like that, that's how you spread it. Instead of changing the actual game, the game was never an issue. Back then, we ain't never need that. And why was it so big? If we trying to revert to what it was back then, why are we changing what we are? Like, you can't change the foundation of a house and expect it not to fall. Bar, bruh. You cannot change the foundation of a house and expect it not to fall, bruh. You got to like, if you want that, you have to destroy it as a whole. And you're fixing. It's like they trying to fix the roof when the real problem is the foundation. Which at the end of the day, you guys are giving us a 14 format. I wonder how many jerseys will be in the NBA. In the NBA All-Star game this year. And I wonder how many will be available to the public and for how long. And if they go have not just a swingman, which is the most expensive jersey, give people the option of that replica jersey of that Fannattics, the one that be like $80 that's always on sale for like 50 or something like that. Give that one to the fans, like this, where this is a printed. It's not like sold, or it's not the swingman jersey. It's a replica, but this is what they had at that time period, and people bought it. People had it. It's rare to find now, but these when these came out, I remember being like, yo, I remember seeing LeBron in those, and then in the Big Bang shoes, bro. When I tell you, it was like, nah, bro, that man is different. That man is different. And then seeing Dwight in the game and seeing him getting the tip off, I'll just never forget. I'll never forget, like, what a vibe the All Star game was. And I remember, I think the West won, and yeah, KD won MVP. And fun fact, KD had a Chinese like meal before the game. No funny. And they recorded him in an NBA All Star vlog that I saw. I think one back in the day, man, when the NBA cared, man. Oh man, those mini movies. If anybody knows the NBA mini movies for the finals, for the All Star game, cinema. It really was. It really was. It was like a 10-minute like highlight reel, but behind the scenes, and then it dove into the game with comment. It was, search it up. NBA mini movies. Shout out NBA, man. Love this league. Although all of this video, yes, has been criticism, at the end of the day, I'm still gonna watch the All Star game. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna hope we get better. And when you live and you learn, you know, the NBA is trying, and we have to commend them for trying their hardest, because there are leagues that don't care. But well, let's take it back. They might not be trying their hardest, because I don't know anybody on the inside. I don't know like what's going on the inside. And if they're really trying their hardest, they would do what WWE does and just go with the flow of the fans. WWE is on a peak right now. Why? Because all they're doing is listening to the fans. And if you listen to the fans, as long as the fans keep talking, you're in business, baby. And I'm telling you right now, they're letting us talk. And if in the NBA, if in NFL, they learn to do that, sports is going to come back. It's going to be like the 90s, where you saw women, you saw children, you saw elderly folk in starter jackets and starter hats and the joggers and the like in the leggings and anything, you know, basketball related and anything NFL related, MLB related. Like, we need to get back to that culture, you know, and it starts with the All-Star game. I don't believe that changing the format of the physical game is gonna fix anything when I can't even buy a jersey of a one first time All-Star Paulo Banchero, because I have to get it custom made because y'all don't sell them. What do you mean? Like, what if it's an All-Star game? Why do y'all only sell the LeBrons, the KDs, the Steph Currys, maybe the Devin Bookers, and call it a day? All the other ones, the Tyrese Halliburtons, the Jaylen Browns, the maybe Jaylen Brown because they won the championship, but like the Tyrese Halliburtons, the Paulo Banqueros, you couldn't find those. You had to buy those for 180 instead of 129 because you had to get it custom made, even though it's gonna be a player's number and a player's name. I don't understand how we spread the fandom when we do things like that, you know, and it starts with that. I get it. If y'all want the bread, get the bread. Charge that bread for swingman jerseys, but give us an option for replica jerseys, and I guarantee you more people are going to be involved, more people are going to watch, and the players are actually going to want to sell the jerseys. Do incentives. If the players sell this amount of jerseys, boom, here's a, I don't even know, free vacation from NBA Emirates because they sponsor the NBA Cup and they're able to give out free vacations. Stuff like that. Give out stuff like that for their families. Give out stuff. Oh, nah, you know what? We'll give you a one-time trip to, I don't know, New Year's Eve ball, whoever's in New York at the time playing the Knicks. Like, I don't know. Something like that. Like, make it to where it's a $1 billion entertainment business Let's act like one. Let's be entertaining. Stop trying to change the physical game. There's nothing wrong with the game of basketball. They're playing phenomenal basketball. It's just they're not trying. And the love of the game is gone. Why? Because y'all keep switching. There's nothing wrong with the game. It is developing. It is forming. Is there too many threes? Then play defense. If they're going in the paint too much, then play defense. That's it. That's really all it is. And if y'all think they're not trying in the All-Star game, give incentives to the players to make them try, or make finals home court decided by the winner of the All-Star game. And I guarantee you it will be some of the most entertaining basketball we would ever see. Go back to the red and blue jerseys. I don't care if the West is OP. I don't care if the East is OP. If y'all are already talking about a 12 playoff format or whatever, like in college, why are we separating the All-Star game? Why don't we take it back to East and West so we could truly see if the East is so overpowered by the West, or if the West is so overpowered by the East, and see who can truly play and see what conference is better. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I know this was a rant. I know I barely talked Magic basketball, but Paolo Banchero should have made it. Franz Wagner should have made it, which we know they would have if they kept playing. But unfortunately, injury struck, so that means we have to defend every other player that's going to be in that All-Star game, because we know if our guys would have been playing, they would have been in the game, and we would be defending them. So we're defending them in the future because we know this wasn't going to be the only All-Star game. Paolo was in it last year. Franz was going crazy. We know Franz has that. We knew Franz was capable of that, and that's what we were expecting, and we got. Hopefully they both come back from their oblique tears the same, if not better, because they're only progressing up. They're young. At least this is happening now. In Steph Curry's case, he had a whole bunch of injury problems in the beginning, and then look at who it became. If you give up hope, you're never going to be able to sit there and truly enjoy success, because everything is not given, it's earned. And I'm telling you right now, hopefully this All-Star game, and all of this is jokes, by the way, you know, like RIP All-Star game, you know, I love the NBA, I'm going to watch the All-Star game. I just miss the jerseys for me. I miss the jerseys to be able to rep our favorite players. For example, myself, I don't want to buy a Lakers jersey, but I would love to buy a LeBron All-Star jersey. I don't want to buy a Phoenix Suns jersey, but I would love to buy a Kevin Durant jersey. You get to support your players. You get to enjoy the All-Star game. You get to enjoy that one time that they all come together, East versus West. Let's get back to that format, NBA. But for right now, be nice to your neighbors. Be nice to your friends. Always remember that regardless if you don't agree with an opinion, life goes on and you live and you learn. And I can guarantee we're going to get back to that East and West format eventually. I sure hope so. But y'all already know it's your man Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan. Paolo, Franz should have been All-Stars this year. Sadly, they will not. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, we can make custom All-Star jerseys, because I definitely will. Definitely on those like DH gates and stuff like that. I will definitely see if I can make a custom Wagner, because his name's not Wagner. It's Wagner, but you know, for jersey purposes, it is going to be Wagner. You know, to make sure that they spell it right. But I wonder if they can do it, and if they do, that would be tough. But y'all already know it's your man Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan. Thank y'all for tuning into the stream. Like always, man, Fannattics Show Live. We do pregame, postgames, anything like this. This is one of the first like news or big NBA things that we talk about that's not Magic basketball pre or postgame. But we are going to do this whenever something pops off in the NBA. News, trades, anything big, we will react to it on this channel. And y'all already know. Y'all have a blessed day. Oh, sorry. We at the club, man. I turned y'all up. Oh, man. Gotta go to work, man. My 9 to 5 holiday season. I didn't even, bro. That's the thing, too. I didn't even wish y'all a happy holidays for the past like 2 videos, and I've realized every time I've hung up and I've taken off my Santa hat, because as I have it on, I don't really realize. Happy holidays for anybody who doesn't celebrate. It's okay, you know. You don't have to celebrate, but if you do, happy holidays. I celebrate, so I definitely take the holiday times very seriously. 8:35, December 18th, 2024. I am tired. Yesterday I had a PTO day, but man, I did so much for myself. I did appointments, I did everything, because I never have a weekday off. So I finally had a weekday off, and I got everything I needed to get done. Thank God. I went to the stores, I bought all my Christmas gifts. I'm lit, man. I'm lit. I'm prepared. We're just ready. We're ready. Magic Basketball, the next game that we play is going to be against OKC in 2 days. Or, well, no, tomorrow, the 19th. Yeah, tomorrow, not 2 days from now, 1 day from now, tomorrow, the 19th, against OKC. Stay tuned for the pre-game, but y'all already know, it's your man Hollywood, just an Orlando Magic fan. And like always, to end the video, gotta let y'all know, that's a wrap.
Hollywood, and it's evident I am just a Magic fan. Old Town, I'ma represent. Taking charge, go commando. Now we living in Miami, but you know I rep Orlando. Oak Ridge, yeah, it lives in me. Walking down the road, passing by OBT. 407 every day, it stay on repeat. Blue in my blood, ain't no stopping me.